Who looks back at school and thinks, wow, I lost 12 years? Well, for me, I enjoy learning. It's the only thing stopping me from becoming an American stereotype. More specifically, I like learning about culture, with ancient myths being my favourite. If only there was a game that could help me learn about ancient history, except that one, that's too factually accurate. Enter Kid Icarus. Since this is a NES game, the only way to get any story is from the instruction book, and the illustrations were clearly drawn in crayon by a 6-year-old without the use of a ruler. And to be perfectly honest, I know I couldn't draw any better. So the legend goes, the goddess of the sky, Palutena, had a falling out with the goddess of the underworld, Medusa. Wait, that's Medusa? She looks like a school teacher. Anyway, Medusa turned humans to stone, which made Palutena angry and declared war. So the monsters of the underworld against the people of heaven. Heaven lost. Badly. To be fair, an army of people from hell probably have more killers than they do in heaven. So with Heaven's army turned to stone and Palutena trapped in Skyworld, she uses the last of her power to send a bow to one last angel called Pit. According to the manual, Pit was previously in charge of Palutena's bodyguard. She's probably regretting firing him now. Anyone would think this was some kind of devious revenge plot. A revenge story would be much more relatable to Greek myths. A war against light and dark seems a little tame for ancient stories. If this was a real Greek epic, Pit would have to be cut from the liver of Aphrodite and been given wings from Poseidon in the condition that he feed his taint to Cerberus. Pit would have to bash his head against a wall for 10 years to break off a boulder which would carry up a volcano to drop on Atlantis. Pit would have children with 17 women and a kraken before sacrificing them to the Titans in exchange for the hair of Apollo, because Greek epics should be balls weird. As soon as you start playing, you soon realise the enemies are kinda stupid. I'm not the best verse in Greek myths, but were there ever flying eyelids in Greek legend? Mukgoo? Is that what you call it when someone masturbates in your McDonald's? Is it wrong that I think this thing is kinda cute? Is that supposed to be a cyclops seal? A one-eyed slug? It looks stupid. You aren't kidding. I think this guy makes jokes for himself. What was I saying about balls weird? This game is your standard NES platformer. Run, jump, shoot, die, and die again. Sometimes the controls make me feel really incompetent. Wait, where was the floor? Or where were my wings for that matter? In a game where it's possible to portal between the left and right screen, shouldn't falling down bring me up? Greek myths will never make any sense. This game is probably among the hardest NES games, so passwords are almost a necessity to even get past the first world. It's hard enough to remember my computer passwords, you might as well try the first thing that comes to your mind. Admin 1? Nope. Let's try Kid Icarus. Oh hey, it worked. You would think people would use a more secure password. I mean, my password is Yoshi Beyblades 37, I don't think anyone would guess that. Also, navigating the password menu makes me think my computer's about to crash. And let's skip straight to the final boss and wait, that's Medusa? No wonder we lost, she's a giant face that shoots eye lasers. If only we worked out earlier that her weakness was to stand still. Well, we stopped Medusa by giving ourselves invisibility and skipping all the way to the final level, and now we've saved the Goddess of Light. Pit has returned to his former glory and Palutena will show him the inside of Pandora's box. If you know what I mean. Well, I'm finished, but maybe this game is more relatable to Greek myths than I previously gave it credit for. Everything in this game is crazy weird, just like Greek myths. There's a whole ton of death, just like Greek myths, and in the end everything turned out good. Actually, that never happens in Greek myths. Don't click off the video. I know you usually do, but don't. I am not going to do or say anything, I just want you to stay. Okay, now you can go. Until next time, TTFN.